Oops. So what I'm doing here, you got one. You hear me?
Whoa.
Fan?
Yeah.
I'll turn it off. Does it actually? I don't know why. It just picks up the waves as we don't know for 10 seconds, but how was that? Is that any better? Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. How's that sound?
Hey, you listen to that.
Well, I'll listen to it.
Now talk, and then we'll hear what I'm hearing. You talk to yourself and then sing me.
Yeah, it sounds okay. I'm not sure. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. So we butchered it. Had lamb chops on the barbecue. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I think we're right, I'm not sure. I had a fan going and the noise was awful.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
See if I can type in there. You see the text come up?
I've got any text here.
Okay, interesting how the text comes. Well, if you are there, good morning. We're going to have a quiz just for the hell of it. I see you with live chat texting there. Do you see
Yeah, I
that?
haven't got your text yet.
Say hello. If that text shows.
No, then.
There we go. All right. Well, today's prize is an amazing trip for two to the Andes, viewing Mount Everest. You have to pay for the airfare and pay for your own accommodation. And I'm just going to say good luck to you. But that's still a fantastic prize if you get to go to, Mount Everest. Tremendous prize. Self-funded. First question. What did I have for dinner?
Well, we said watch the video though, no?
No, they won't. I haven't put that up. Makes it even a tougher question to answer. Good answer. 10 points. Yes, it's starting to cool down. It's probably about Fahrenheit now. It would be about 75 degrees at 7:20 at night. But the cooler weather's coming. We're going to have cooler weather next week. So summer will be officially gone. Maybe we'll see some rain, which is nearly unheard of here. Can't remember it last rain. Downpour in February for one day.
Yeah, he is a tad echoey, but I don't know how to fix it.
Echoey.
I think the only way you can fix it.
Go back into layouts. What's this panel thing?
I think.
Let's have a look. Just get my audio level. I have some feedback on that, Hannah. Is that any better? Just adjusting. There's a control room and I've just adjusted it down to half. I'm a tad echoey.
No.
Is it still echoey?
Yeah. Put these on.
No, I don't want to know. I just want to try and fix it.
Oh.
I'll take it right up. See how that goes. Changed it, adjusted it again. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that any better? Say,
Put it down a little bit.
put it down. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Probably need to do a different computer, I think. My phone's a pain in the ass. A $1,400 monthly really. Can you hear me when I speak? Is it clear enough for you to hear me when I speak, or is it just too bad? I'll just can it. It's no good.
Last time you put these on it, took it away. I just want you to try it.
Right, wife's going to try and get me to plug in a headset. I don't know where that goes. One of them. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Plug in the device and we'll get it.
That is better.
It's better.
Yeah.
Was it better for you, Hammers? I've got a headset on. I can actually hear myself talk. Delayed, but I can hear myself talk with this headset on.
But maybe now you won't.
Just wait and see how that goes through. Then I'll start the quiz. Okay, let's go. This is just a fun trivia quiz. It's not going to be long. It should be short and sweet, but we'll see how you go. Question 1. G'day, JP. And I'm back ready to fail, he says. Question is... Actually, I've just got to turn off my own volume. Hopefully you can all hear me still. Question 1. With which sport is Michael Jordan associated with? Yeah, I don't know where Joe is. Could be anywhere. Could be stuck in his Mercedes, bound and gagged. Which sport is Michael Jordan associated with? Pretty simple question. Really? Bing bong. Johnny P. from Australia. Correct. With basketball. And Hammond Egerson's got a new version of the game in Canada called Basketball. What you playing on the weekend? I'm going to have a game of Basketball.
Make it like that. You've got top 10.
Have I? All right, yeah, I've got to change it. Guys, if you look at the top of chat, just reminded by the wife, change it from top chat to live chat. That way, apparently, I get to see who said what first. But it's still on my screen as Johnny P with basketball first. Second question. Churchill, Sherman, and Panzer were all developed types of what? Churchill, Sherman, and Panzer were all developed as types of what? I take incorrect spelling. But this is only 4-letter spelling, so really get this one right. Johnny answers with guns. That is incorrect, and Hammers is absolutely correct with tanks. Johnny's desperately grasping for a pistol. Still incorrect. Hammers. Canada 1, Australia 1. Question. Which record label did Michael Jackson first record on? Which company? Which record label did Michael Jackson first record on? Johnny P comes in with Apple, and that's incorrect. That was the Beatles, of course. RCA is incorrect. It's where all African Americans virtually went to in the 70s and 80s. And the hint is that The last part of the answer is Town. Which record label did Michael Jackson first record on? One word. Last part of the word is Town. T-O-W-N.
I think I went for it.
And even with all those, my wife comes in with Rio. Hammond Eggerson is absolutely correct. Motown. That was the record label Michael Jackson first started with. Another music question. It's about our era, guys, so we should all get this one, and I'm going to get it because I can see the answer. Who recorded the album Dark Side of the Moon? Which group recorded the album Dark Side of the Moon? Good group. Very good group. They also did Just Another Brick in the Wall. Teacher, teacher. Na, 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 na. Hey, teacher, believe the kids in love. Canada gets it correct with Pink Floyd. My wife comes in with Floyd Pink. Bit of a dyslexic answer, but no, it's Hammers with Pink Floyd, quite correct. Okay, another music question. Which Bobby took the Mac the Knife to #1 in the charts? The song is Mac the Knife. Which Bobby, so we're after his surname, took Mac the Knife to #1 in the charts? What's his surname? Bobby who? Just well, we've got old people in the room. They should be able to get these. Which Bobby, surname, took Mac the Knife to #1 in the charts? Bobby McGee. No. Not even really a good answer. You just worked on Bobby, didn't you, Johnny? Give it another couple of seconds and I'll give you the answer. No, Amos hasn't got it. So let's go with the answer. And the answer, not before your time. Which Bobby took Mac the Knife song to #1 in the charts? It was Bobby Darin. You haven't heard of him either?
I'm
fucking old. Okay. This is an actor, but he's also associated with a musical instrument. Now it is dealing with someone who asked to leave school at the end of year 10. That's all right. You've got a heap of knowledge up to year 10. Question, I can say, this is an actor, sorry, a singer. I apologise for that. Which instrument is Roberta Flack associated with? What did Roberta, she's a singer, but what did she play? What instrument is Roberta Flack associated with? You're all going to say, that was before my time. I think I'm going to have to go for different questions, surely.
Yes.
That's an answer, but it's incorrect. The answer is not flute or cello, it is actually the piano. There's plenty of songs that she's associated with. Right, let's find some newer questions. All right, you'll get this one. And it's not before your time, it is your time indeed. Question, which sitcom about an army hospital in Korea was transmitted in the UK without the canned laughter of the US version? Excuse me. Which American sitcom about an army hospital? The answer is indeed MASH. Quite correct. Great show. Very, very good show. Now, here we go. You're correct, Howard. Just behind Johnny. Johnny got that one. Question is, the disastrous poison gas leak at Bhopal took place in which country? It's a very famous disaster in that country. The disastrous poison gas leak at Bhopal, Bhopal, took place in which country? If you go to a 7-Eleven store, is the clue. The disastrous poison gas leak at Bhopal took place in, indeed, Hammers gets it, with India. Terrible tragedy. Poisoned many, many people for someone to make $1. Next question. Very simple, and I expect rapid finger work on the keyboard. Which Sinatra song manages to rhyme in line with Shy Way? And Johnny P just gets one for Australia. Johnny P with My Way. Absolutely true. I did it my way. I bought a van. It's some shawarma. Run out of money and called my mama. Sorry, I drifted for a moment. I'm good now. I'm good. Here we go. Right. Question that is interesting if you remember about a lady. Playwright Arthur Miller was married to which famous blonde actress? Playwright Arthur Miller was married to which famous blonde actress? Very famous actress. Like standing on manhole covers with the wind blowing up her skirt. And Australia jumps in with Johnny P with Martin Monroe. What the fuck? Are you trying to tell us something, Johnny? Going to Thailand, lady boys, and basically you're looking for a Martin Monroe. Mr. Gainger comes in with whiskey ball. We'll call it a typo, Johnny, or Freudian slip. Correct, Marilyn Monroe. Indeed, Arthur Miller was married to her until she found John F. Kennedy for a while. Just a little bit of a play around. Okay, it's an American question, puts Johnny P at a disadvantage. Question is, and also Hammers, because he's not from America, in football, American football, where do the Broncos come from? In football, where do the Broncos come from? But I'll put money on Hammers getting it before you, JP. American football, where do the Broncos come from? And Mr. Gainger's correct, with some town somewhere in the United States. Johnny P is absolutely correct. It's the Denver Broncos. Good answer. Well done, either of you. You're Googling faster than I can imagine. Question. Which actress married for the 7th time on Michael Jackson's ranch in 1991? Which actress married for the 7th time on Michael Jackson's ranch in 1991? Anna says, I don't watch sports. That's fair enough. I watch a lot myself, actually. He's a player. I don't know whether anyone else is like me, but I'm sure they are. I played many years at sports, very high level, but as soon as I finished, I didn't bother watching anymore. Might be a common trait, I'm not sure. The answer is correct, with a lady with the black hair. Well, that's unless she dyed it. She did on occasions. Let's try again. Which actress married for the 7th time? And I don't need to go any further because Amos has got it with Elizabeth Taylor. In fact, we all know that Michael Jackson's surgery was to emulate the look of Elizabeth Taylor. I believe that wholeheartedly. Question: television show. What sort of acres was the subject of a sitcom of over 170 episodes? American sitcom. What sort of acres was the subject of a sitcom of over 170 episodes? What was it called? Obviously, acres is part of the answer. Old Man River. And the answer is correct, with hammers firing up with the word green. It indeed was Green Acres. I watched it. I wasn't even a kid when I watched it. Mind you, we did get delayed television in Australia. Simple question, but you need to think. You'd be thinking, oh, I know this. Question, and you've all got one in front of you. On a computer keyboard, what letter is between Q and E? What letter on a keyboard is between Q and E? Bit of an easy question if you happen to be on a laptop. Unless you've got Braille and you're thinking, oh geez, spilt breadcrumbs on your fucking keyboard. And the answer is indeed, through Johnny P. correct, W. W is between Q and E. I knew this next answer because I watched that particular sport when I was younger. Question: which snooker player was nicknamed Hurricane? Snooker is a really big table, the pink, the black, the blue, the whites, and reds. Which snooker player was nicknamed Hurricane? Didn't last that long in sport, but boy, he was loud and somewhat obnoxious. Mr. Angel comes in with, I don't know.
The last time Jonathan had really bad legs, but this time I think it was on.
I think I have a time advantage. Old matey is not correct. It reminds me of an old dog in a movie. Amos comes in with dunno. Alright, the answer is, it's one of these things, Chris, you either know the answer or you struggle, but which snooker player was nicknamed Hurricane was Alex Higgins. And the reason he was nicknamed Hurricane, he was the fastest snooker player you've ever seen. He'd just go bang, next one, bang, next one, bang. None of this rubbing the end of the fucking cue with a chalk and leaning back, thinking about the shot. Higgins just went kabook. Okay, next question. These questions I'm just bypassing because they're a bit weird. All right, here we go. We'll get this one. Question is, what is the name of Oprah Winfrey's production company? What is the name of Oprah Winfrey's production company? Clue? Spell her first name backwards and you get the answer of the company. Excuse me. Indeed, that's correct. It is Harpo. Who I think of memory was a Marx brother. Question. Okay, question. According to Thomas Edison, genius is 1% of inspiration and 99% what? According to Thomas Edison, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% what? It's like most things in life, actually. According to Thomas Edison, genius is 1% inspiration and 99%. No answer so far. The 1% has gone out for war. They're good answers, actually. imagination, desperation, knowledge, but you'll kick yourself. Voight would never be the answer. But according to Thomas Edison, genius is 1% inspiration, and you'll kick yourself because you'll know there's 99% perspiration. Elbow grease, if you like. Okay. Oh, movie buffs. I didn't know the answer to this one, I'll be honest, but I'm sure if you do follow the movies, you might. Question: Sandra Bullock won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in which 2009 movie? Sandra Bullock won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in 2009.
Yes, you were close to the last answer.
You were close, that's what I said, the answers were good. Both of imagination and desperation.
Come on, what was that one?
Yours?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Off. I'll repeat the question. Sandra Bullock, actress, won the Academy Award for Best Actress in her role in which 2009 movie? I don't think I've ever seen it. I've watched a few of Sandra Bullock's movies. Struggle with it. I'll give you another 5 seconds and then I'll give you the answer.
Lag.
Could be lag as well. Okay, the answer to Sandra Bullock won the Academy Award. I thought about that one, the bus movie, no, you know, where they had to go above 40 miles an hour or something. Wasn't that one? The best actress for a role in 2009 was The Blind Side. Don't think I've seen it, to be honest. Easier question for those zoologists in the room. Question: which mammal has the longest gestation period for pregnancy? Which mammal has the longest gestation period? Often be found at the zoo. Most animals are. Can often be seen at the circus. Until the Greenpeace people move in and tie themselves to their legs. Anna goes and says, I don't watch movies, I watch Boyd. It's way better. Johnny P is correct with the answer, elephant. Elephants have the longest gestation. I think it's 15 months or 2 years or something. It's a very long time. All right, for those buffs of those Dan Brown novels. Question: what was the name of Dan Brown's 2009 novel, a follow-up to the highly successful The Da Vinci Code? What was the next book called? Dan Brown's 2009 novel was a follow-up to the highly successful The Da Vinci Code. What was the name of the next book? Very intriguing, Dan Brown. Must have thought a long time. I looked into research, historical, biblical thingy-bobbies, and yeah, come up with some great books. The question was, what is the name of the 2009 novel, which was a follow-up to the highly successful book, The Da Vinci Code? I'll give you another 5 seconds and I'll give you the answer. Got more lag? Don't do much about that in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay, going to give the answer. That's a great answer. I just think it's incorrect, but it's the answer that comes off at least thinking about it. The name of Dan Brown's 2000 novel, which was a follow-up to the highly successful The Da Vinci Code, was called The Lost Symbol. The Lost Symbol. Righto, for those that do like quizzes, you probably get this one straight away. Question: how many squares are there on a standard chess board? How many squares are on a standard chess board? While I'm waiting for that answer, I'll tell you something that happened this week. Something like a chessboard, a bit different. daughter-in-law was flown to Sydney from Perth, which is the other side of the country. She won an opportunity to enter into competition, and I'm not making any of this up, by the way, this is true. Jess went over to Sydney, went to a venue, and they had a really big area with 9 squares. Amber's is close with all of them. Anyway, there was a big area with 9 squares, like massive, probably half the size of a basketball court. And they were numbered from 1 to 9, so there were 9 squares. And the competition was that they got a camel to walk around until it shit. And if you happened to be in the number that you'd selected, you then had a chance to move on to win $1 million. Well, the camel's head was over the daughter-in-law square, so it shat on number 2 instead of number 9 or something.
No. She had number 2 and it shat on number 8.
Okay, well, I wasn't getting too technical, but we'll go there. Anyway, the lady that did win, another lady, was taken up and she had a choice and picked. It was like ducks swinging around. And one fell off. You remember Pluck a Duck, Johnny? Very similar to that. And the lady picked up the duck and gave it to the presenter. They pulled out the card, and this lady was from Sydney. And did she win the $1 million? No, she won a year's pass to go to Sydney Zoo. Biggest anticlimax I've ever seen in my life. 64 is the correct answer, and the story I just told you was absolutely true. Daughter-in-law had a chance to win $1 million, but the camel didn't shit on her square. Who would have known? Right. This movie you will remember. You can't say it's before your time because it's been replayed every bloody year. Who sang, which singer, who sang the theme from the 70s movie Love Story? Okay, the movie Love Story. It's the name of the singer that sang the theme from the 70s movie Love Story. And the answer is coming in any minute now. Any second now. I can feel it in your bones. Just a matter of time. Lionel Richie. Sounds like he's either German or... Good answer, it's incorrect. John Denver by Mr. Games is also incorrect. Who sang the theme from the 70s movie Love Story? 5 more seconds and I'll give it to you.
What was the song?
Well, the question is, who sang the theme from the 70s movie? The answer was Andy Williams. You know, theme is like James Bond has a theme. It's dun 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 dun. Okay, we had this person involved in a question not long ago. Question: which talk show hostess appeared in the movie The Colour Purple? Which talk show hostess appeared in The Colour Purple movie? We had to do last time was spell her first name backwards to know her company. But which talk hostess appeared in the movie The Colour Purple? Ricky Lake is incorrect. Good answer. What Johnny said last time, incorrect. And Johnny's come up with the answer. Oprah Winfrey was indeed in the movie Colour Purple with that other strange actress with the dreadlocks. Goldberg, her name is.
Whoopi Goldberg.
That's right. Here we go. This one will be very close to Hammer's country. And I imagine he'll get this very quickly. Question: in baseball, where do the Blue Jays come from? In baseball, where do the Blue Jays come from? It is indeed in Canada. Which is why Hammers will get it straight away. This has got terrible lag. Johnny can Google quicker than he can answer. And Johnny comes in with a city that's in America. I don't know why. Maybe it's the T-Birds. Hammers gets it absolutely correct. It is Toronto, which a few of my friends Hammer say is becoming the drug capital of the world, which is very sad. All right, this is a question that has an answer in America, Johnny, so that might help you. Question, McCoy International Airport is in which US state? Just need the state. McCoy International Airport is in which US state? On the mainland? Clue, just a little bit down the bottom, it sticks out like a, you know what I mean. McCoy International Airport is in which US state? The answer? Johnny comes up with the fucking desert, Nevada? No. Manhattan? No. Oh, Western Canada. Oh, you're out in the bush. All right. I'll give it to you. McCoy International Airport is in which US state? The answer was Florida. Florida. Is that how they say that? I'm not sure. Right, here we go. Question. What is the shallowest ocean in the world? What is the shallowest ocean in the world? In other words, not really deep, but less deep than everywhere else. What is the shallowest ocean in the world? And it is an ocean. Clue. It's fucking frozen for half the year. It may eventually disappear by scientific reports. What is the shallowest ocean in the world?
It's shallow.
Well, a lot of time it's frozen. Big clue. A lot of the time it's frozen. We get hammerheads with Dead Sea. We get Mr. Gage with copying hammers with Dead Sea. Dead Sea never freezes. Why? Because there's too much fucking salt in it for starters. Johnny P gets the answer with Arctic. Deep giveaway clue when I said it's frozen for half the fucking year, but could disappear eventually. Hammer's right behind him with Arctic. Here we go. This one you'll all get. It's ageless. Question. In The Simpsons, what is the name of the beer served in Springfield? The cartoon series that's gone for 3,000 years, The Simpsons. What is the name of the beer served in Springfield? Mr. comes up with, I have no idea. Everyone knows this answer. And Johnny P gets it first with Duff. It is indeed Duff beer. D-U-F-F. Spelling's correct. Extra bonus points for Johnny P. It's now 11 p.m. on the east coast of Australia. Wind's blowing it from the east. Slight northeast direction. No chance of rain. Here we go. Music fan, you might get this one. Question, which was the first song by the Beatles to go to #1 in the United States? What is the name of the song? That was the first Beatles song to go #1 in the United States. This is Johnny P. got that one. Tell her to get her own computer. As we say in Australia, how much is them things going for? $3,000. Tell them they're dreaming. Good answer with Let It Be, but it's incorrect. Oh, that's something. Absolutely correct with Mystic Angel. You may be looking over at my computer, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not.
Hammers was right behind. The answer is indeed, I want to hold your hand. Let's move my computer a little bit to the left. She's cheating.
I'm not cheating. I love the Beatles. I know them.
Here we go. Question, in which country is the Simpson Desert found? Bit of an advantage here for someone. In which country is the Simpson Desert found? Oh, I started Sunday. Can't believe someone's not got this. Mystic Angel comes in with overseas.
Yeah.
In which country is the Simpson Desert found? 5 more seconds and I'll give you the answer. And 5 seconds have elapsed. The country where the Simpson Desert was found is about 150 miles from me, Australia and South Australia. And Dorryling gets in there, but it's actually Australia, and Dorryling will give you that one. You want a trip first class to Dubai to see Prince Fayed, drinking all the lacy rocks you can out of martini glasses. Unfortunately, you're the one that has to pay for the tickets, but we'll send you up with a bag of popcorn. I told you there'd be some fantastic prizes on here.
Johnny said, is it here? Well, you should have.
Is it
From
here?
Australia.
Yes, Australia, Johnny. Australia. Australia. Let us rejoice. Oh, young man. Okay. You may get this one, and I'll take close to the answer as being correct, but fairly close. Question: according to the Bible, how long did Methuselah live to be? What was his age? According to the Bible, how long did Methuselah, I'll spell it for you, Methuselah, Methuselah, how long did he live to be? What age did he reach?
Do you think it's going to help us with the age?
Well, not really, to be honest. You either know how old Methuselah was or not. And they did live to an incredibly long time.
Yeah.
Unless the calendars were really small, like a year was a week or something. Johnny P comes in at 350. Incorrect. This Angel with 856. Incorrect. Higher.
Oh, higher.
Higher.
I thought it was about 800.
Emmett Egerton comes in with 800. Higher.
Higher. Yeah.
Methuselah lived to be how old according to the Bible? Heaps of them lived for a very long time, like millennia. Mystic Angel comes in at 956, higher, but not 1,000. You couldn't crack that. Methuselah did not make 1,000. Johnny P with 957 went up with 1 increment, higher by a margin. Not by 1, but by a margin. Not sure where Dora Lynn's gone. Perhaps she's looking at the King James. Methuselah. Where the hell is Methuselah? I'll take the nearest answer in the next 5 seconds, but it's higher than 957. 109 by Mystic. It was a he, Methuselah. How long did, according to the Bible, did Methuselah live for?
I think Moses lived to 856.
I don't think so.
I knew one of them was 8.
No, I don't think so.
I'll have to look it up now.
And we've got the end of the quiz. The answer was 969. So in my eyes, the winner,
Johnny P.
Johnny P. I'm pretty sure Methuselah was a man. I think in the Bible it was pretty sexist. I think most of the men lived a very, very long time. Not sure how that worked out. Methuselah may still exist. He may even drive the people understand. I'm not sure. Here we go. This is interesting, and I knew the answer to this because I'm an ex-prison officer, and we used to get quite a lot of people at this particular time of the year. Question: in which season do most burglaries take place? We've got 4 choices, of course, but in which season do most burglaries take place? Good old man, Bucky O'Donoghue. Well, what did I expect any less? No. You were correct with the first answer. It indeed is winter, which you would think logically would be summer, but it's not. In fact, Most burglaries occur during the winter. People don't expect the house to be broken into when it's windy and wet and snowy. Okay, question. Welcome to the room, Bucky. Question. Sangha, spelled S-A-N-G-H-A, Sangha, monks and nuns are found in which religion? Sangha, monks and nuns are found in which religion? This isn't a theologian room, it's just a quiz question. It just, as I went down the list, it appeared. Sangha, S-A-N-G-H-A, monks and nuns are found in which religion? And I expected nothing less. Bucky is just flying along. Buddhism is the answer. Buddhism. Okay. This will be interesting. If you do like history and you find this ironic, like I did, do the answer to this one. Question. What's so special about the 1896 war between Zanzibar and England? What's so special about the 1896 war between Zanzibar and England? It's quite funny, really. So what was special about the war between Zanzibar and England? You might not get it. I just happen to know this, even without looking at the answer. I didn't know the exact time, but I knew the answer. 5 more seconds. Tea. No, that's good. There's been plenty of wars over tea. It's a good answer, Hammers. Johnny, no one got hurt. That's not quite true, I don't think. The stock for tea is pretty close. Bucky says the first war with tanks. No, I'll give you the answer. It's quite unique. The specialty about the 1896 war between Zanzibar and England, it was the shortest war ever. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes. That's why I remember it. It's quite extraordinary. The shortest war ever. Dory's got it. Shortest war. Okay, question. What is the only rock regularly eaten by humans? What is the only rock regularly eaten by humans? Not really a trick question at all. Comes in bags, boxes, in restaurants, all preserved food. And it even says meat, which I think you meant eat. Nope, the answer. Johnny P is correct with rock salt. Yeah, don't miss a few of these questions because they're a bit strange. Here we go. Funny question, this one. Salt is correct, Dory. Good day, Dave M. Blackpool Rock. That's pretty true if you live down the south end of the UK. Here we go. I don't want you eating any iron, Hammers. Seriously, unless it's got protein in it. Question. What do you get if you cross a goat with a sheep? 4-letter answer. What do you get if you cross a goat with a sheep? What do you call it? Davey M says, hi all. The crowd goes wild. A bit of a Maxon wave occurring. Dave M's in the room. Dave M. Get his autograph.
Ask the question again.
Question is, what do you get if you cross a goat with a sheep? Johnny P comes up with shop. Not very imaginative, Johnny, really. Mr. Major says weird, I suppose. Like the old joke, I only banged one goat, but I don't remember me for anything else. The answer is absolutely correct. Dory Len with geep. Makes sense. Take the G off the goat and the E-E-P, a geep. If I was asked to name it, a goat and a sheep, I don't know what I'd come up with, a shoat. Something, I don't know. Johnny P, who's still off on the Chinese satellite somewhere? Donkey. No. Making an ass out of yourself, son. No, Johnny didn't win. Dory didn't got that one. All right, if you've been doing quizzes on and off in your life, you should get this one. Question: Superman works for the Daily Planet, but who works for the Daily Bugle? Superman works for the Daily Planet, but who works for the Daily Bugle? Got a copying thing going on there. Superman for the Daily Planet. So the superhero for the Daily Bugle. And Mr. Gadget comes in with Snoopy, no. And Flash, no. But Davey M's got it. It's Spider-Man. Acker, Peter Parker. Pick the pick of pickled peppers. That might be a strange one. Here we go. Question: Clark Gable used to do it 4 or more times a day. But do what? Clark Gable used to do it 4 or more times a day. But do what? What did he do? Play it again, Sam. Oh no, that was Bogart. Oh,
Yeah.
Buggy comes in with swim. Davey says wash his hands. Close. There's a hint there, Davey. Close with wash his hands. Pull his goalie. Could have done. Could have done. Might have got a foul every now and then if you pulled it off. But Davey was close with wash your hands. Clark Gable used to do it 4 times a day. But what did he do? Service car engines. You're thinking of waffles. Wash his face. No. Give you another 5 seconds.
Maybe it was the closest.
Something to do with water. Brush his teeth. No. Clark Gable, here is the answer. He used to do it 4 or more times a day. But what was it? Clark Gable had a minimum of 4 showers a day. He must have been a dirty bastard. Yes, 4 showers a day. Or just a sweater. All right, for all those people that live in the United States and the UK, drink water. That's a good answer, but it was in fact just take more than 4 showers a day. Dirty bastard. Question: What is America's Walmart trading name in the United Kingdom? What's the name of Walmart in the UK? What is America's Walmart trading name in the United Kingdom? 4-letter answer. Davey M comes in with Morrison's. Bucky comes in with Tesco. Johnny comes in with Tesco Lotus. All great answers, all incorrect. What is America's Walmart trading name in the United Kingdom? Bucky comes in with Sam's. Give another 5 more seconds and I'll give you the answer. What is America's Walmart trading name in the United Kingdom? Dory comes in with Mart. That's 4 letters, but incorrect. That's the end of that one. The answer was Asda, A-S-D-A. They're a huge company all over the world, actually. But Walmart trades under the name Asda in the United Kingdom. Right, for those that know about birthstones, Asda, not LD, A-S-D-A, Dory. Asda.
No,
Birthstones. Question: Emerald is the birthstone for which month? Emerald is the birthstone for which month? Oh, baby. comes in with February. Dorry, January. And Johnny with January. Miss Gozer comes in with September. Hamilton comes in with May.
I know it's all the one.
And May is correct. Green, emerald for the birthstone, for which month is indeed May. Most of you have been through the entire fucking year now. Johnny, stop. Stop that now. Oh my God, stop that now. King Julian, what? Johnny been silly again? Oh my goodness. May indeed was the answer. Here we go. I think I asked this last week, but I'll ask it again because that way you should remember it. One would hope. Question. What is the largest freshwater lake in North America? What is the largest freshwater lake in North America? Depends how much it rains. Most of North America can go underwater. It'll be covered with snow. Bears. The answer coming up from Bucky is indeed Superior. It's Lake Superior. The largest freshwater lake in North America is Lake Superior. Hammers comes in with Superior, which I think may be a French river. I'm not sure. Where are you going for the weekend, mate? I'm going to Lake Superior. Just kidding.
I didn't. I had to follow it over.
Righto. Here we go. This man had a voice that you could remember. It's not, I'm not very good on voices, but my name is... That's not him. Really deep voice, this guy had. I'm giving you hints before the question. Here we go. Question. In the 1994 movie, The Lion King was narrated, who narrated the voice of Mufasa, who was Simba's father. What was the name of the actor? 1994 movie The Lion King, who narrated the voice of Mufasa, M-U-F-A-S-A, Simba's father. He also, hint, once did a movie where he sort of breathed like this.
Well, Bucky knew.
Like he got it where?
Well, close.
The guy who played Dart. I don't know, they played darts. He indeed did play Darth Vader. Luke, remember the Force.
No.
Benny Hull from Hammers, no. Johnny's correct with that guy. But Dory Len is absolutely correct. But James Earl Jones
Yeah,
certainly had that voice, there's no question. The only other one would be, my name's Morgan Freeman. I don't like James Earl. How many movies, not a question, but how many movies has Morgan Freeman played God? Are we missing something here? Is there an underlying conspiracy theory about Morgan Freeman playing God in many movies?
Dorothy's just taking a puppy out for a week.
Puppy potty break. Would you all like to go for a pee? Would you all like to go for a pee? Do you want a 5-minute break? Just let me know. Type in, I want a 5-minute break, if you want a 5-minute break. And the majority rules. And since there's only half a dozen of you here, or 5 I think now, someone's obviously already gone for a pee. Mr. Angel says I got a pee. George Burns. That's actually correct. That's it. I got a pee was George Burns. So you're very clever, Dory. I didn't even ask the question. But you're taking your puppy for a pity. So,
What did you say?
for a pity on the carpet. I'm going to go and have a cigarette, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll come back and ask about another 20 questions and call it quits. If that's okay with you. The old movie, if you like them, sorry. If you got them, smoke them. Be right back. And Mystic will sing during the intermission. Yes, we're going to have a cigarette, but we will be back. And we'll do what, another 20 questions and call it quits. All right, then.
And like,
Alrighty.
all we have to do is probably down on the kind of thing. Like, what's the guy?
Right, after that commercial break for carcinogenics, we're back. And indeed it is Phillips 9500 coming at you. I don't dislike Coates at all. He's young bloke doing his own thing. Good on him. Just check for my audio. All good. Void trivia. Would you like to do that? I'll have to make it up as I go along. Okay.
Let's all guess what Dorothy's puppy is.
What?
Let's all guess what Dorothy's puppy is.
Oh yeah. Question. What is the breed of Dory Lynn's puppy?
Dorothy, you know that answer.
You can't answer this one, Dory. What is the breed of Dory Lynn's puppy? I'm going to say, don't get me wrong, I put in poodle.
Like pug.
Is that? Pug.
Pug.
No. It is Dory. What is the breed of Dory Lynn's puppy? She has to give us the answer after we've all made fools of ourselves. Mystic says pug. Bucky says Labradoodle. That's a good answer. Dave says Jack Russell. Hammer said Yorkie. Would the real breed step up of Dory Lynn's puppy? What is the breed, Dory? And the answer is Lab Husky named Maya.
Oh, that's been.
I'm going to give it to Bucky O'Donnell. He
Yep.
said Labradoodle, which is nothing like a Lab Husky, but it's the closest answer. The decent ridgeback was a good answer. But I reckon that would drag Dory down the road. Where you going, Dory? The dog's taking me for a walk. Oof. Here we are. Question. In which English city is Buckingham Palace located? Which English city is Buckingham Palace located? We are not amused. Question was, in which English city is Buckingham Palace located? And I stood outside the gates as a young boy. And very close together, but on my screen, Bucky O'Donnell just ahead of Dory and Hammers and Davey with London. I thought Davey would have got that one. Maybe he's a rebel. I don't know. I know what happened with the rebels in the UK. Okay. Easy question. Here we go. Buckinghamshire. I like the answer. Question. Easy question. Fast answers. By what other word are the Motion Picture Academy Awards known? By what other word are the Motion Picture Academy Awards known? I think there's an equivalent on Boit coming up shortly. It's not the Academy Awards on Boits, but it's the Golden Wig Awards. I think it's coming in June. And the answer is Bucky O'Donnell, closely followed by Dory Lynn and Dave. And Dory throws the yes up just for good measure. It is the Oscars. But wouldn't it be nice? I might actually, tongue-in-cheek, do a Oscar-type night on Boit, but it'd be known as the Golden Wig Awards. What do you think? Categories. Best leading man in a drama, or something like that. Could be good, you know. Quite funny. The Golden Wig Awards. Brought to you by Channel Boit. Question. The hard white material of an elephant's tusks is called what? The hard white material of elephant tusks is called what? They are illegal, of course. There's kids saying heaps of carved elephant tusks. The material is called, indeed, Bucky gets it correct, followed right behind with Dory, but ivory is the answer. Yeah, bunny.
If you've got it before 1960, it's okay to go, or is it 1930?
Later, some countries was the late 80s, early 90s before they did it. But they still do it. They still kill elephants in the, in the black market trade. And most of it goes to China. So we're told. Question, sport question. Members can go make yourself a coffee. Don't like sport questions.
No, I don't know.
Here we go. There's also a movie about a very large alligator. But hang on, here we go. Question is, in 1980, the Winter Olympics were held in which lake? In the 1980 Winter Olympics were held at which lake? And like I say, there was a scary movie about a very large crocodile alligator thing called that very name. In 1980, the Winter Olympics were held at which lake? And they're flying, and the answers came in from Bucky and Hammond. Bucky was just ahead with Lake Placid. Dory got Placid. Davey got Lake Placid. That was pretty. It was a big alligator, was it? A monster alligator or something in the movie? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Here we go. Question. Here we go. Listen carefully.
For which film did Robert De Niro win his first Oscar? For which film did Robert De Niro win his first Oscar? Forget about it. You talking to me?
For which film did Robert De Niro win his very first Oscar? Hammond comes in with Casino. Dory Lynn with Raging Bull. Davey with Raging Bull. Mystic Angel is correct. And I won't worry about The Godfather Part 2, but it was indeed The Godfather. Strange, long movie. Like a long movie.
I'm surprised I got that.
Goodfellas is a good answer, actually.
They all talking like that. Where's Louis? I don't know. Johnny the Frog's got him. What happened to Johnny the Frog? Someone ate Johnny? Get a new frog.
Next question. We've had this one before, and I know who's going to get the answer. Question is, what is the biggest animal to have inhabited the Earth? It was a different question last time, but it's the same answer, but very specific. What is the biggest animal to ever inhabited the Earth? It still lives today. It's certainly protected. Whale's correct, but I'm going to be more specific. I need a specific type of whale. I know it's pedantic. Bucky says Brontosaurus is incorrect. This thing is even bigger than that. It lives today. We've got Bucky, who now is speaking from Quebec and says Whale bleu. Whale bleu is correct. It is indeed a blue whale. The largest animal, including all of the dinosaurs to ever have existed. Of course, if you believe dinosaurs were never around and only 5,000 years old, I'm not going to go and do religion, but you know, why can't God have created the Earth like 5 billion years ago? Let's not argue. Does it matter? Not really. It indeed is the blue whale. This is a very funny answer. Very funny. Question. In Connecticut, a pickle must do what to be legal? And this is the honest truth. I always found this quite incredulous. In Connecticut, a pickle, a dill pickle, you know, pickled dill, must do what to be legal? And it is true. What must a pickle be able to do to be legal in Connecticut? It's how they test them. Slice? No. That's weird. It's a weird answer. Be split? No. Davey says curl. Bucky says crunch. Mystic says be green. Really? Tom Tom says bare seeds. No. G'day Tom Tom. T and Davey says be kosher. It's probably true, but not the answer. Snap? No. You may not believe it, but in Connecticut, the answer is a pickle must be able to bounce. I kid you not. Google it, go look at it. In Connecticut, a pickle must do what to be legal? Bounce. In other words, if it's soggy and no, so it's got to be fairly firm and it's got to be able to bounce. Kosher is probably correct as well. Green's probably correct as well. You're getting very technical. Have you got fucking lawyers? Go on, get your lawyers. I'm telling you, it's bounce.
I said green. I said green, Laurie.
I know TM Levies will love this next question. It's fucking hilarious, I'm telling you. This is true. Question. 1/3 of Taiwanese funeral processions include what? 1/3 of Taiwanese funeral processions include what? It's a woman doing something. There's the clue. And TM says kosher again. I don't think this has to be kosher. But it's a woman doing something in a funeral procession in Taiwan. Emma says clowns. Bucky says elephants. Not sure what that means. Dead cats. Bucky's got the answer. Believe it or not,
What?
1/3 of Taiwanese funeral processions include a stripper. I knew TM Movies would love that. What's that woman doing? I don't know, but I'm not going to die just to see that. Oh, look, there's another one of those silly questions that I'm pretty sure TM's going to piss himself. Like, this is true. I'm not making any of these up. Question. In Wisconsin, when is it illegal to fire a gun? It's a dirty, dirty answer. Remember the old steptoe show? How old, you dirty old man. I think Davy Jan would get what I just said. Let's drive my dog to work, Tom Tom. Safe travels. At the dump. No, you can shoot your gun at the dump. There's no problem in Wisconsin. In the toilet. No, you can shoot it in the toilet. And I'm not making these answers up, by the way. Peep show, pretty close story. Weird answer. Hello. Hello. Oh, shut up. In Wisconsin, here's the answer. In Wisconsin, when is it illegal to fire a gun? I'm not making that. The answer is during your wife's orgasm.
What?
This must be the TM movie hour questions. They're just rolling in. I'm not making them up. So in Wisconsin, it is illegal to fire a gun during your wife's orgasm. Go check on Google. I don't make these up. There we go. We're going to go back about 1,500 years. 1,500 years. Here we go. Question. What did people in the Middle Ages throw at a bride and groom? TM says that would ruin my sex life. My sex life. Oh, you've got to be lucky, I suppose. What did people of the Middle Ages throw at bride and grooms? Yeah, you throw rice or dollar bills, but no, in the Middle Ages they threw something else at the bride and groom. Hammond says turds. I don't reckon that would have been true on some level, but no, gravel, no. When I worked lad, gravel was so expensive. Oh, you were lucky to have gravel. All we had was rocks. Certainly a bit of python there. They just throw at the bride and groom. We've got flower petals. Very lucky of you to say, Bucky. Something a bit heavier than that, actually. No, it wasn't apples, but that's a good answer. Food is part of the correct answer. I'll give you another 5 seconds with this one. What did people in the Middle Ages throw at the bride and groom? Counting down. Mystic says meat. The answer, coins would have been a good answer, but in fact, what they used to throw at Middle Age weddings, at bride and groom, and Doris just got it just before I said it. The answer is eggs. Fucking whack. Oh, thanks, mate. What's that fucking ostrich egg? Happy fucking marriage to you. Eggs was the answer. Right, here we go. And this is one of these crazy American laws in a crazy American state. Probably not crazy. crazy. It's probably a nice state in the Midwest. Question. In Ohio, by law, all pets have to carry what after dark? In Ohio, by law, all pets have to carry what at night? Now, TM should get this one. Depends who's got control of TM movies, of course. In Ohio, by law, all pets have to carry what after dark? Bucky says flashlight. Close, not the answer. Dory says flashlight. Close. ID. With the right to remain silent. And you bark will and can be used in the kennel against you. In Ohio, by law, all pets have to carry what at night? It's got to do with the light, but it's weird. David Gunn says condoms. You got to carry condoms. Yes. Now, the answer is quite ridiculous, but lights was part of the answer. In Ohio, by law, all pets have to carry what after dark? It's lights on their tails. Who makes these laws up? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Mike.
While we're on that theme of ridiculous state laws in the US, here we go.
That's quite funny. Questions like that.
That's weird. And this state is, well, I thought a bit weird, I suppose. Question. In Michigan, it is illegal to chain what to a fire hydrant? I don't make these laws up. You guys do. All right, so don't have a go at me. In Michigan, it is illegal to chain what to a fire hydrant? I didn't even think they were up there, but weird. Someone must have done it and got fined. Bike comes in, a dog. I would have thought dog, but no, it's not the answer. Your wife or husband? No, I don't know. I think they might have laws for that. Bigfoot. A dancing bear. These are all very, very good answers, but you probably will never get it because I wouldn't think they'd be up there, but I could be wrong. The answer is in Michigan, it is illegal to chain what to a fire hydrant? And the ridiculous answer is an alligator. I thought it's too damn cold for alligators in Michigan, but someone made a law. Now this one is really straight out of the book of Jeff Towers. This question, it is really a Jeff Towers answer. Question. Where are the 40,000 Americans injured each year? Where are 40,000 Americans injured each year? David Gunn says horse. Probably a good answer, but no.
No, that was one before.
Oh, what's a bad answer then? I'm just going to refresh my page because sometimes it does a bit of a lag and I've then got to put it up to anyone that's just entered the room. Up the top in your chat, change it from top chat to live chat. It apparently helps. We've got Bucky O'Donnell saying bathroom. Now I'm going to give that answer because Americans do this very strange thing. You'll be having a beer with them on their back patio and they'll say, I'm going to the bathroom. Now the answer was toilet, but you Americans say, I'm going to the bathroom.
I forgot the question.
You forgot the question? That's all right. Next week you can catch up.
What was the question?
Okay, I'm going to move past some of these absolutely crazy state laws.
That's good. That's funny.
This is a funny state law. Very funny. Eating ice cream is one of the answers. Welfare office. Alligators in Michigan, Julia. I wouldn't have thought so. Welcome to the room. Now here's a question. It's a crazy state law again, all right? That's a stupid question and a funny answer. Question. Is it illegal in Alaska to look at a moose from where? Is it illegal in Alaska to look at a moose from where?
What?
I know, it's a stupid question.
So to look from where? Like?
Okay, I'll read the question again. It is illegal in Alaska to look at a moose from. I don't know who makes these laws up in America. And TM is correct. No, actually, it's a very good answer, TM. Michigan produces troglodytes. I think that was his answer. Boat. No, good answer. The bar. It's butt. Well, it's probably a very, very good answer from Hill. It's a stupid answer to a stupid
I
question.
don't understand the question.
Julie says Russia. All right, I'm going to go past some of these stupid state questions because it is illegal in Alaska to look at a moose from a window of any aircraft.
What?
Who makes these laws up? Helicopter or heli-chopper?
It's the closest.
I can just see Apocalypse Now. What's that coming in from over the hill, John? It's a heli-chopper.
Oh my god. They're good. Keep asking.
No, but there are so many silly state laws and they've got heaps of questions on them. I'm trying to bypass them. Here we go. Question. When Birdseye introduced the first frozen food in 1930, what did the company call it? 1930, about the same year David was born. When you born, David? 1930. When introduced the first frozen food in 1930, what did the company call it? Not a silly answer. TV dinner would be good, but it's not that. They used this word with the effect that it had on the food. Birds are peas. And Hammer says ass face. That's one. Yeah, for dinner, I'm having a bowl of ass face. It's a stupid question, and here's the stupid answer. I'll give it to you. Spam's a great answer, actually, though. When Birdseye, the company, introduced the first frozen food in 1930, they called it frosted food. And that's pathetic, really. Tired of these pathetic questions. I'm skipping about 80 questions, by the way, on this list. All right, now some of you will get this. I'm sure some of you will get it. Dory Lynn would probably get it more than ever, even though she just answered green giant feathers. Question is, what American city produces most of the egg rolls sold in grocery stores in the United States? What American city produces most of the egg rolls sold in grocery stores in the United States? It's a city. I'll give you the state as a clue. It's Texas. What's the city? What is the city? So Manhattan's not probably a good answer.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
You're going to get married 13 times. Well, you must be just about out of wedding rings, Tim. San Francisco is not in Texas. The city is in Texas. And the answer is correct with Bucky coming up with Houston. That's where all your egg rolls are made. You know, when you go to the 7-Eleven, I have 4 egg rolls because I'm on a diet. Make it 8. They look small. It's Houston, Texas. This is a funny question, but I did know the answer before I'm going to call it out to you. Question, and this is specifically probably for teen movies, but a question. A goat sucker is what type of creature? A goat sucker is what type of creature? And I know what teen movies is going to reply. I have no doubt. It's a big factory in Texas, in Houston, that makes egg rolls. All the major chains. That would answer Elvis. I go, wait, I don't know where you're going. I'm stuck on a goat. Fly. Elvis comes in again. Kid. I'll read the question again. A goat sucker is what type of creature? And TM Movies gets the correct answer. Oh, it's not the correct answer, but it's probably the appropriate answer. Beetle by Mystic Angel. Chupacabra. Funny how we give ourselves and scare ourselves just because it gets dark. Mosquito is a great answer. I'm going to give you a clue. It can fly. Bit of a giveaway. What? A goat sucker is what type of creature? I think we'll get it because I just gave you the ultimate clue. It can fly. Flee. Please don't fly. Like, boing, boing. Judy comes in with bat, and that's incorrect. It's not technically the answer. And Mr. Angel definitely gets the answer with bird. Davia, is it? No. You know, still said sometimes she does. And the beat goes on. Just have a drink of water. Right, this is a funny question.
Did I get it right?
Bird's the answer. You got that right.
I've got 2 right so
A
far.
lot of the goatsucker answers were probably correct. I'm going to give you all merit correct answers on that. Please don't fly. No,
No, they jump.
please do not fly. At all. Here we go. Question. What is another name for the bird Didus ineptus? Latin, of course. But what is another name for the bird Didus ineptus? And the clue? It no longer exists. What is another name for the bird Didus ineptus? And Bucky gets the answer first. The dodo. The dodo no longer here. Yeah, good roll. And how about even says doo-doo? I think that's what Dory Ling's dog just did. Doo-doo. And it was the dodo bird, Didus ineptus. That is quite an interesting language if you look at it. I'm not going to ask this question. I'll tell you what the question was and give you the answer. But what is a camel's dude? It's his penis. I'm not sure who writes these questions. Right, if you're observant when you've ever been to the zoo, you might know the answer to this question. Question, a giraffe's tongue is what colour? A giraffe's tongue is for what colour?
Everyone's picturing a giraffe's tongue now, I bet ya.
Yep.
Everyone's thinking.
Use your mind. I get the answer. The giraffe's tongue is what colour? We've got Bucky O'Donnell coming flying in with purple, which is totally incorrect, and TN Movies is first with black, followed by Dory Ling. Grey black's probably more correct answer, but it's categorised as black. And Davey M, of course, from the UK, they say Bakak. What colour is that giraffe tongue? Davey yells out to his Mommy, it's Bakak. He's just got a couple more consonants in there that he didn't need. I think blue purple, spelled with an I, but purple, I think that's definitely the game. All right, this is going to be the last question. I think we've been going for a couple of hours. That's enough for me. I'm not here for fame, fortune, anything like that. If you want to donate, links down below. You can send it through TN Movies, Jilly, Howard Eggerson, or Jilly, or Bucky O'Donoghue. Send cash. Use 50s, we will accept. Last question for the evening. It's the golden buzzer question. Of course, the winner of this question will indeed get a first-class airline ticket to London, all expenses paid by themselves. In other words, you could buy your own airline ticket and pay for your own accommodation, but still, you know, the thought's there. So it's a great prize. This is the golden buzzer question. Last question of the evening. Laika, spelled L-A-I-K-A. Laika, L-A-I-K-A, was the name of the first ever dog to do what? Laika, L-A-I-K-A, was the name of the first dog to do what? Well, we're actually going to sponsor you, Dory. We're going to run a fundraiser for Dory this year. You guys can chip in. We're going to actually just get one breast done.
Put squeakers in it, make it interesting.
Yeah, and you know those dogs' toys?
Put a squeaker in it.
Because if you're going to look good, you might as well make a noise about it. And we've already got the correct answer. I'm just going to go up, make sure I haven't missed anyone. The golden buzzer question for this evening goes to probably the leaderboard leader at the moment, and Bucky O'Donnell. It is indeed the first dog, Laika, was the first dog to go into space. The other answers were the Alaskan Iditarod race. I love watching that race. I don't think it's actually spelled that way, but I do like watching it. There's several in Alaska each year. The short and the really long races. F1 will be done. You just got to have your profile pictures always taken from your left-hand side. It should be great after that. Thanks, guys. Hope you had fun. This was just an impromptu quiz. for anyone that was interested. We won't do them all the time, but we'll do them every now and then. And if you have been, thank you for attending. And I will see you somewhere at the bottom of Boyd's. What? What did Ham and Eggers write? Forget clothes.
Oh, both.
You saw the Hadrian. Very good. I hope you guys are going to see you later. All right, guys. I should have a great day wherever you are.